Where the hell is this? I was just in a meeting at the office.
I was gaming at home. How did I end up here all of a sudden?
My kid is still waiting for me to pick him up from school.
I was just delivering food. Just one more order. Then I go home. That door sucked me in.
Welcome to the blood exam hall. Clear conditions, class attendance indicator, current objective, survive until the exam ends. Time remaining, 47 minutes.
Who's talking? Let me out.
Rule 1, no looking up during the exam, or you'll die.
Oh. Dead.
Don't look up. That guy just now. He died because he looked up. As long as we don't look up, we're fine.
How can you be sure?
I came in a few minutes before you. Before the broadcast announced the rules, 2 people looked up at the blackboard. They were fine.
Looking up before the broadcast was safe. After the broadcast, looking up kills you, so the rule only activated the moment the broadcast was made.
What are you doing?
Checking the rules. If I can't see the rules clearly, how do I survive? Rule analysis system binding. Binding complete. Scanning current instance rules. Rule 1. No looking up during the exam. Marking rule loophole. Marking complete. Binding. Rule does not define the exact angle of looking up. Conclusion: the angle between the head and the horizontal plane. Exceeding 45 degrees triggers death. Below 45 degrees is safe. System. Greetings, host. Congratulations on binding the rule analysis system. I will be dedicated to exploiting every rule loophole to help you find the winning strategy. Never lose a game. Never lose a game. Do me a favor.
What?
I'm going to run a test. If I die, you stay where you are. Don't move. Wait for the countdown to end.
You're crazy.
Below 45 degrees is safe. The system is telling the truth. You can't get any question wrong. I can't read a single word of this thing. This thigh, this. Ah. The rule says you can't answer incorrectly. He wrote a symbol. It was counted as an answer. And it was wrong. The questions on this paper are completely illegible. No matter what you write, it's counted as wrong. So putting pen to paper is death. Submitting doesn't require answering the questions. What about turning in a blank paper?
What are you doing?
Submitting.
Are you crazy? That guy just now only wrote 1 character and died. What are you submitting? A blank paper.
I don't want to wait to die. What is this guy trying to do? The third rule. You may leave the exam hall after submitting. I submitted a blank paper. Does that count as submitting? Done. Exploit successful. Rule logic conflict. Rule 2 requires no wrong answers, but blank exam didn't trigger answer check. Rule 3 requires submission. Host has completed submission. Rule system created a paradox. Instance, blood-colored exam hall cleared. This instance used rule analysis count, 1. Contamination, 5%. Current contamination value. Contamination value. What's that? Detected host location area fully converted to rules. Active instances in current area, total number, 147. After the countdown reaches 0, all instances will enter outbreak state simultaneously. Recommend host enhance analysis ability as soon as possible.
How did you do that?
Luck.
Did you bind a system?
How did you know?
Because I'm also bound to the system. My system is called crisis perception. It can, 3 seconds before fatal danger arrives, produce a sharp stabbing pain warning in my mind. But, it can only sense that danger is imminent, but can't tell me the specific content or direction of the danger. What's your system?
Rule analysis.
I thought so. My system is pretty useless. Only 3 seconds. But earlier in the classroom, 3 seconds before that bald guy died, my head was about to explode. Just before that guy with glasses put down his pen, the alarm went off again.
So that's why you stopped me after the rule was announced.
Right. My system told me you would die, but I didn't know if the danger was because you looked up, or for some other reason. Lin Bei, your system can analyze rule loopholes, and my system can sense imminent danger. This means I can give you an alarm before danger arrives, and you can find a safe way out. If we act alone, we won't last 3 days in this city, but if we work together, I'll clear the mines, and you'll lead the way. We can survive.
A 3-second warning in this ever-changing rule world, what good is it?
Enough for me to yell stop and for you to pull back your step.
Alright.
Young man. I accidentally overheard from behind just now. You too.
You both have those systems. That voice in my head said, "This is a power boost. It makes my strength triple for 10 seconds. But after using it, I got a rest for 10 minutes before I can use it again. I know this strength is useless against the rules. Rules kill without drawing blood. But kid, I could tell back in the classroom that you're a man of great wisdom. I, Chen Guoqiang, don't have much else, but I can endure hardship. I have raw strength. If you don't mind, let me join you. I'll be your shield. Better than both you youngsters charging ahead."
Attention, all players. Congratulations on completing the first dungeon. Current surviving players, 1,247. Remaining dungeons, 146. Countdown, 71 hours, 43 minutes. Now announcing the rules of this game. The ultimate condition to clear the game. Next, you need to go through a total of 12 dungeons, collect 22 major Arcana tarot cards. Each dungeon cleared grants 1 or more tarot cards. Before the countdown reaches 0, those who haven't collected them all will be eliminated. Have fun, everyone.
22 cards.
The announcement said each dungeon cleared grants 1 or more tarot cards. It didn't say the cards are unique. That means if we team up, after clearing, we can duplicate or produce multiple cards.
So we don't need to fight each other. Teaming up is the most efficient way. Aren't you gonna keep up?
Where do we go next? We can't just wander the streets.
Scanning surrounding dungeons. 120 meters to the left D-level dungeon, Rule Bookstore 80 meters to the right C-level dungeon, Rule Pharmacy 200 meters ahead B-level dungeon, Rule Parking Lot, Target Building Community Supermarket, no dungeon energy fluctuations detected currently, high safety rating. Let's go there and rest up first. Gather supplies. The footprints on the ground are messy, big and small. At least a dozen people were here scavenged this place not long ago. When the apocalypse came, food and water are always the first to go. See if there's any left.
Jun, take it easy. This supermarket has no red light, not covered by a dungeon. Let's go in and rest a bit. And take the remaining water with us.
Yo, someone's in this dump. Which dungeon did you crawl out of? Blood Exam Hall.
Hear that? E-level dungeon.
The bottom tier dump.
A delivery guy with a woman. An old geezer. You survived. What a stroke of luck. Alright, this place is mine now.
Get out of my way. Take your trash and get out. Haha, we were here first. We found the supplies first too. Old man, what did you say?
I said we came first.
First, what gives you the right? Because you're old? Or because you'll die faster?
June, don't waste time with them. Just kick them out. I'll say it one last time. Get out. We're just resting here. Not causing trouble. Not causing trouble. You're just a delivery guy. In a place like this, you can't even protect yourself.
And you want to cause trouble? Let me tell you, here. Might makes right.
Current dungeon. B-rank dungeon. Rule supermarket.
Rule 1. The customer is always right. Rule 2. Do not touch any item labeled as not for sale. Rule 3. At checkout, you must use the supermarket's designated currency. Clear condition. Complete one legal purchase and leave the supermarket through the exit. B-rank dungeon detected. Rule, supermarket. 3 rules. Analyzing. B-rank dungeon.
That's it? Perfect. Let me show you what a B-rank system can do.
Rules. 3 rules want to trap me?
Delivery guy.
Watch and learn. My system is called rule erasure. In each dungeon, I can erase one rule, making it completely non-existent. First rule. The customer is always right. Get lost. Rule 1 is void. Rule system compromised. Repairing. Repair failed. Rule 1 permanently deleted. See that? 3 rules, 1 missing. Wipe me twice more. This supermarket answers to me. June, you're the man. This crappy dungeon can't hold you at all. Delivery guy. Can your system do that? Your crappy system probably can't even read the rules. In this world, the strong survive. And trash like you should just die early. Don't waste resources. Detected, Rule 1 has been forcibly deleted. A breach in the instance's rule system. Self-repairing. Repair direction unknown. Warning. External interference with rule system may trigger the instance's defense mechanism. Recommend host keep distance. Avoid being classified by the instance as a destroyer.
Warning, danger approaching. Direction unknown. Distance unknown. Intensity extremely high.
Rule system detects external interference. Defense mechanism activated. New rule added. Rule 4. Any act of damaging the rule system will be considered theft. Treated as triggering punishment. June. Why is it pointing at me? Warning. What did you just touch? I just put the water from the ground into my bag. Theft detected. Come. What's going on? Analysis complete. This instance's rule system has powerful self-repair capabilities. Whenever a rule is forcibly deleted, the instance adds a new rule and redefines the act of breaking a rule as a violation. So this instance absolutely cannot be brute force.
I'm not buying this bullshit. A lousy dungeon. What's it gonna do? Turn the world upside down.
Warning, detecting player number 043. Player is attempting to erase defense mechanisms. Judgment, erasure failed. This action has been recorded. Defense mechanisms reactivated. Supplementary Clause 2. All items not scanned at the register are considered non-sale items.
June, save me. My hand, I just touched water.
Get out of the way.
Don't drag me to my death.
Marjun. You bastard. You'll die a painful death.
Unauthorized touching of non-sale items. Punishment, life deducted.
Young man, this. What do we do now? 2 living people. Just gone like that. The logical chain is closed. Vulnerability analysis successful. Undefined currency form. I see. Barter. You.
You were shaking your head before you died.
You knew beforehand.
I don't know. I just sense danger.
Talk, how to get out. Or, I'll choke you.
Let go of me.
Linbei.
Have you figured out a way? The old man can't hold on much longer. Uncle Chen, hold him off. Hold me off. Within the rules. Strength is useless. Can it compare to light? Let her go. I'll make a deal. A delivery guy. Going to die?
Linbei.
Warning player 094, you're touching something that's not for sale. You are identified as a theft suspect. Punishment in 3 seconds. I'm not buying this bottle of water. I'll trade this can of braised beef for this bottle of water.
Searching transaction logic. Rule 2. Do not touch non-sale items. Rule 3. Checkout uses designated currency.
Rule 2 does not prohibit barter. Rule 3 does not restrict currency form. I'm using a non-sale item to buy a non-sale item. Just witness this transaction. Logic search complete. This transaction does not violate the rules. Transaction successful. Item marked as purchased. Transaction complete. Player Linbei completes the first legal purchase. Received the Emperor Tarot card.
Player Linbei gets the Emperor Tarot card. Current contamination level is 10%.
Go. Everyone can complete 1 barter trade.
The High Priestess.
Hey.
The Chariot.
This card looks just like old Chen. His hand. You break the rules. The rules will cut flesh off you. That hand is the price he paid. Let's go.
The High Priestess tarot card represents intuition, potential, and the hidden. This really fits with my crisis perception. It's a perfect match.
My Chariot tarot card represents willpower and strength. Hey, little buddy, what about your Emperor tarot card? The Emperor tarot card represents rules, control, and order.
Dude, did you realize that we all cleared the same dungeon, but each of us got a different card?
Yeah, do these 22 cards mean we each need to collect a full set, or just the three of us need to combine for 22 cards? If it's the former, the death rate in this game would be unimaginably high. Because later on, players will inevitably fight each other for rare cards.
If it's the latter, then we must start from now to trust each other absolutely, and build a shared card pool.
Either way, to survive in this world, we need to keep clearing dungeons. In the face of absolute power, all guesses are meaningless. In the supermarket. Marjune system deleted Rule 1. The copy immediately added Rule 4 to counter, and my system merely pointed out the logical flaw in the rules themselves. The copy didn't counter my system.
So your system is safe for now.
No, this shows that the copy's defense mechanism is intelligent. Once an S-class instance that can automatically patch vulnerabilities appears in the future, my analysis ability will likely become the first target it shuts down. Attention all players. Current number of surviving players, 1,103. Remaining instances, 145. Please head to the instances as soon as possible to collect the tarot cards. System, scan surrounding instances. Scanning surrounding instance distribution, 300 meters ahead. Class instance, Rule Library, 500 meters ahead. B-class instance, Rule Theater. 800 meters ahead. A-class instance, Rule Archive. Let's go to the library. Class instance risks are relatively manageable, and rules related to text are where my system can be most effective.
I agree. In this environment, recklessly challenging a B-class or A-class is suicide.
Fine, this old chin's 100-some pounds of flesh are tied to you all today. Let's move.
Three more coming. A delivery guy, a schoolgirl, and an old man. This dungeon's entry requirements are way too low.
Current dungeon, C rank. Dungeon rule, library. Waiting players, 7. Conditions to start met. Countdown to start begins, 10. 9.
C-rank dungeon rules detected. Library preloading dungeon rules.
3, 2, 1. Dungeon start.
The rule library. Here are the rules. Rule 1. Keep quiet. Speaking volume must not exceed 30 decibels. Rule 2. Each person may borrow only one book at a time. Rule 3. A borrowed book must be returned within 30 minutes. Within 30. Late returners will be permanently detained in the library. Rule 4. Do not damage any books. Rule 5. Before leaving the library, you must complete one inspection. C-level dungeon is C-level. The rules are written clearly.
Keep quiet. Borrow one book. Return within 30 minutes. Don't damage it, then leave. Simple. Listen up, this low-level dungeon, as long as you don't break the rules, you'll survive.
First rule, keep your voice down.
Second rule, one book per person. Third rule, return it quickly. Fourth, don't damage the books.
Fifth, borrow one book before leaving. Got it?
Got it, Liger.
Got it.
Delivery guy?
You guys gonna stand there till you die? Can't even touch it. It's not in the rules. What's wrong? Let's first see how the rules are interpreted. Analyzing rules. Rule 1 detected. Keep quiet. Measurement, standard undefined. Rule 2, borrowing. Not defined whether reading is required. Rule 3, 30, minute countdown. Start time undefined. Rule 4, damage degree undefined. Rule 5, completing one borrowing and. Rule 2 has logical nesting. Searching for exploitable loopholes. Warning. Warning. Copy restriction detected. This copy is forbidden to use. Analysis type system capabilities. Rule analysis function locked. The system is locked.
What's wrong with you?
The system is locked.
What do you mean?
This copy prohibits analysis type systems. My rule analysis function is no longer working.
What the hell is this? Can't understand a single word. Idiot, I told you not to damage the book. You folded the corner of the page.
Lie, I didn't mean to. Shut up. Quick, put it back before he notices. If you make another sound and draw his attention, you're dead for real. The delivery guy, from the moment he came in until now, you haven't even gone near the bookshelf. Scared?
That's true.
You're a delivery guy, usually dealing with electric scooters and fast food boxes.
Humph.
A place like a library, I bet you've never even set foot in one, have you? Humph. I've been watching you for a while. The system you have bound.
It's locked now, isn't it?
Ha ha ha.
See? I've been in more instances than you.
Some instances restrict certain types of systems.
Analytical ones are the easiest to get locked.
Because what instances fear most is someone seeing through their rules. So, it takes the eyes of those who see through the rules, gouges them out. Without your system, what will you use to pass? Rely on your delivery experience. Ha 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 ha. Fine.
Keep pretending.
I want to see, you, a waste without a system, how long you can survive in this instance.
What he said is true.
Part of it is true. The system is indeed locked.
Then what's the lie?
He thinks that without a system, I can't do anything. Rule 1, keep quiet, keep your voice under 30 decibels. It doesn't define who measures it. No defined distance for measuring. Rule 2, only one book per person per visit. The word borrow. It doesn't define if you must read it. Return inside the book. Rule 3, the starting time of borrowing a book. Is it from when you pick it up? Or from when you check it out? Rule 4, do not damage any book. Rule 5, before leaving the library, you must complete one borrowing. The system's just a tool to break down the rules. Without the tool, I still have my eyes. And my brain. We gotta clear this dungeon in 30 minutes. Can't wait any longer. Gotta find a way to break through. Lie gee, I can't read a single word in those books. How to borrow, how to return. Just cause you can't read them doesn't mean they're useless. The rule only says borrow one book. It doesn't say you have to read it. So, what the book is about doesn't matter at all. What matters is how to take a book off the shelf without breaking a rule. You just picked up a book and didn't get punished. So rule 4 says, do not damage any book. Actually, think in reverse. As long as you don't damage it, touching the book is allowed. I don't recommend you go with this plan. Who the hell do you think you are?
Do you even know what a rule creepypasta is?
See? Rules, as long as you don't cross their line, they won't bite you. How would a waste like you understand? Got the book. Now we wait for Rule 3. It says we have to return it within 30 minutes. We wait until the countdown is almost over, then return it and leave. Rule 5. Completing one borrow satisfies it.
Leave it to lie.
Delivery guy, you three planning to go out empty-handed?
Oh.
I forgot you don't have a system.
And not much brain.
Someone like you wouldn't last 3 days in a dungeon. Ha ha ha.
What do we do?
Rule number 2 says, each person can borrow only one book at a time. Rule number 5 says, before leaving the library, you must complete a borrowing. His way of taking the book was correct. You can take the book down without damaging it.
Then let's go take one too.
No. In rule number 3, a borrowed book must be returned within 30 minutes. Latecomers will stay in the library permanently. He never thought that the act of returning the book itself might trigger something else. The penalty for Rule 4 is death. Then the penalty for Rule 3 is permanent stay in the library. Why isn't it death? If you're permanently staying in the library, it means becoming part of this place. Then why did he set Rule 5, complete the borrowing before leaving? Just keep everyone here forever, wouldn't that work? So, staying and leaving are two parallel paths. The copy allows a choice, either return the book on time and leave, or go overtime and stay forever. But no matter which path you choose, Rule 5 must be satisfied. So, the real breakthrough isn't on the bookshelves. It's at the borrowing counter. Don't look. Just mind your own book. We have 20 minutes left. When it gets down to 5 minutes, we'll return the books. When Li Ji returns the books, will he also? Don't overthink it. Rule 3 says, you must return it within 30 minutes. As long as you don't damage the book, you live. I think I know how to beat it.
How?
The book's on the shelf. From the moment you take one down, enter a 30-minute countdown. The act of returning itself might be safe, or might not be safe, but either way, it's passive. Follow the rules.
You have another way.
Don't let the book start the countdown. How do you check out and return then? Rule 2 says borrow a book. Rule 3 says, the borrowed book must be returned within 30 minutes. Both rules share the same keyword, borrow. If I don't take a book off the shelf, but I complete the borrowing, then Rule 2 is satisfied. And because no physical book enters my hands, Rule 3's countdown never starts.
Without taking a book.
How do you do it? The rules never define that a book must be made of paper, do they?
You want to use something else as a book.
Right.
Delivery guy. What are you doing? I'm asking you.
What do you want? Borrow a book.
Ha 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 ha. You say you're borrowing a book, but you don't even have one in your hand. What are you borrowing, air? Liege, is he scared stupid? The bookshelf is over there. He's heading to the counter. Do you think
that just by walking up to the counter and saying I want to borrow a book counts as borrowing? Someone like you can't even read the rules.
Rule 2 says, each person may borrow one book at a time. A book, understand?
It has to be one from the shelf.
You go to the counter empty-handed, the librarian won't even acknowledge you. Fine, go ahead. When you trigger a rule and die, don't say I didn't warn you.
I want to borrow a book. Full walkthrough of the blood-colored exam room, the author, myself content. From entering the classroom to leaving with a blank exam. Every detail, every choice, every reasoning step, a total of 47 minutes of memories. Rule 2 says, each person per visit can only borrow one book. But the full text of the rules never gave any definition of a book. Never said a book must be made of paper, never said a book must be placed on a bookshelf, never said a book must be published by this library. My memory is a book. I'm borrowing it. Registration complete. Borrowed item, Candidate 094, Lin Bei's memory. Title, Complete Guide to Surviving the Bloody Exam Hall. Not a library publication. No return required. Done.
I want to borrow my memory. Title, Crisis Perception in the Bloody Exam Hall. Author, myself.
Title, All Traces of 45 Years of Life. Author, myself. Using memories as books. Is that allowed? Me. I also want to borrow my memory. Title, the title is, My Memory. Borrowing failed. You have already selected a physical book from the shelf. Please wait 30 minutes, then return it. Why? He found a loophole.
But he didn't tell us. He deliberately made us take physical books.
Rule 2 says, each person can only borrow one book at a time. Books, you understand. It has to be those on the shelves. If you go to the checkout desk empty-handed, the librarian won't even bother with you.
I warned you. I don't recommend you choose this option. We took physical books. Returning books must go through the checkout desk. I didn't check out books produced by the library. Isn't that right? What's going on?
I didn't touch it. I didn't break it.
Rule violation detected. Candidate 067, Luo Lai. Candidate 089, Zhou Cheng. Candidate 091, Feng Lin. After borrowing physical books not returned within the time limit, the return action was not completed. Rule 3 triggered. Permanent retention in the library.
Bullshit. There's still 20 minutes on the countdown. We haven't exceeded the time yet. Look carefully. There's still 20 minutes.
Anomaly detected. Books not returned within the specified time.
What? So, the borrowing period starts from the moment the copy is opened, it begins counting. Not from the moment you pick up the book. All books, from the moment the copy is opened, from that moment, are already in a borrowable state. No. Rule 3 says borrowed books must be returned within 30 minutes. We've only had it for 9 minutes. We have 21 minutes left. Rule 3, Addendum, the borrowing timer starts when the copy is opened, regardless of whether the examinee takes the book. All books on the shelves from the moment the copy is opened are already in the borrowing countdown.
This was added last minute. You added this last minute. You knew this all along.
I didn't know.
Then why didn't you get a physical book?
Because I wasn't sure what would happen when returning it, so I chose a path where I didn't need to return anything.
I can't die here. I can't.
Cost waiver ability negates 1 dungeon penalty. Only 1 use. Permanently disabled after use. Liga. I can't see.
Go.
Warning, Candidate 067, Luo Li, Candidate 089, Zhou Cheng, Candidate 091, Fang Lin. Abnormal breach. This action triggers the instance defense mechanism. Instance defense mechanism activated. Instance level raised from C to B. New rules added.
Rule 6. All forms of borrowing must be returned. For non-physical books, return by transcribing the borrowed content onto physical pages and placing the book on the shelf. Rule 7. Transcription must use the library's designated paper and ink. Rule 8. Those with more than 3 transcription errors will be permanently retained in the library.
We've left the instance area. The new rules can't touch us. Good luck.
These new rules. He's plugged all our loopholes.
That Luo guy is right. He's out now. We're trapped here. Is there any way out? The system is locked. Rule 6, 7, 8, all new rules targeting my loopholes. But the instance defense mechanism isn't meant to kill everyone. It's not about killing everyone. It's to seal the loopholes that have been exploited. But the way it seals them is by increasing the complexity of the rules. The more complex the rules, the more loopholes there are. It specifies paper and ink. The full text doesn't define the location of paper and ink. Doesn't define how to obtain them.
Where are you going?
To find paper and ink.
I need to write down my memories starting from when I entered the blood exam hall, every detail, but I don't know how to write it without making mistakes. The rules say more than 3 mistakes and you'll be permanently confined. Here, but what counts as a mistake? Is a single wrong character 1 mistake? Or is a wrong sentence 1 mistake? Is it only factual errors that count? Or do grammatical errors count too? I can't remember clearly. when the bald man died in the blood exam hall, did he look up first and then hear the bone break? Or hear the sound first and then look up? I remember he looked up first. If I remember wrong, does that count as a mistake?
This isn't just your problem. Memory itself isn't absolutely accurate. When people are in fear, memories distort. They shift, they self-correct. If the mistakes in the rules include memory bias, then no one can get out alive. The paper has numbers on it. The ink bottles also have numbers. When I took the paper, every stack on the shelf had a number. The numbers are different, but the paper itself is no different. So what's the point of the numbers? Ink also has numbers. Paper has numbers. But Rule 7 only says you must use the library's designated paper and ink. It doesn't say you must use the corresponding numbers. No, the rules don't set meaningless elements. The numbers must be useful. I just haven't found its logic.
What's the difference? Isn't it all red ink?
Stop. Don't move. My system went off just before you put pen to paper. In other words, if you had drawn that stroke, you would have died.
Rule 8 says, more than 3 mistakes and you're permanently in the library. But if the copying hasn't started yet, 1 drop of ink counts as the first mistake. That means from the moment you picked up the pen, every action could be considered part of the copying. Writing a wrong character is a mistake. Missing a character is a mistake. A drop of ink is a mistake. Even the wrong stroke order could count as a mistake.
Then, how are we supposed to write? Who can write an entire book without making a single mistake?
You remember in the bloody exam hall, when you handed in a blank test.
I remember.
Back then you said, Rule 2 says you cannot answer incorrectly, but a blank paper doesn't trigger an answer judgment. You exploited the loophole that the rule didn't define the action of answering. And now, Rule 6 says to transcribe borrowed content onto physical pages. Does it define that it must be written by your own hand? A.
It doesn't define that it must be handwritten. No rule says that the transcribed content must be text. Ink number 067, paper number 094. I used ink 067 to draw a stroke on paper 094, no warning. So the numbers aren't bound. Then what's the real purpose of the numbers? The library card, paper, and ink all have numbers, 3 numbers.
All 3 of our ink numbers don't match our own library card numbers.
Right. My ink is 067, yours is 089.
What does that mean?
Uncle Chen's is 094. These aren't 3 independent transcription tools. It's a puzzle. Transcription doesn't require us to write by hand. When this copy was created, the correct content was already printed into the watermark of these pages. What we need to do is not to write down memories, but to piece together the watermark.
So the error in Rule 8 is not about our memory errors, but about the transcribed content not matching the original watermark.
Right, the copy never intended for us to actually write an autobiography.
It wants us to find the right
way to return the content that already exists. Rule 6 says to transcribe the borrowed content onto a physical book page, but it never said the transcribed content has to be our own creation. The content on the watermark is what the copy recognizes as correct. But how do we get the watermark out? This thing is printed into the paper, not written on it. The watermark is pressed into the paper using a special process, normally invisible, but ink permeates the paper, and the fiber density in the watermark area is different from the rest, so the ink penetration rate differs, and the watermark pattern appears.
Detected transcribed content matches original borrowing record. Error count, 0 candidate 094, Lin Bei, non-physical book returned, you may leave. Candidate 077, Suwon, error count, 0, you may leave. Candidate 082, Chen Guoqian, error count, 0, you may leave.
Oh my god, I thought we actually had to write a book.
If the three of us hadn't teamed up, but came in alone, each would only get their own numbered paper and ink and never piece together the watermark pattern.
So the design logic of this copy is, entering alone means certain death, entering as a team and members willing to share information is the only way to survive. The hermit represents inner wisdom and guidance.
Justice represents truth, cause and effect, and judgment.
The lovers represent union, choice, and relationships. These cards are quite fitting. Aren't we three partners?
Attention all players. Current number of surviving players, 981. Remaining dungeons, 142. Countdown. 64 hours and 11 minutes.
The tarot cards we've got so far don't have any duplicates.
So we're getting closer to completing a full set.
Fellow survivors, fellow examinees, this is Survivor Base. Our goal is to help more people get out of this game alive.
Survivor base? People actually built a base in this mess?
Over 1,000 examinees scattered across the city. If someone can gather them together, that's better than going solo.
Let's check it out.
Newcomers?
Yeah, go on in, someone's inside to tell you the rules. Those two at the gate are packing real guns. This base is no joke.
New arrivals, go register over there.
After registration, pick up supplies. 1 bottle of water per person per day. And 2 compressed biscuits. Don't take others. No fighting, anyone fighting gets kicked out. You made it out alive.
I thought you three
would be stuck in there forever.
How'd you get out?
Wrote a whole autobiography, a few typos.
Lie gay. They must have gotten lucky. Just dumb luck.
But how you got out doesn't matter anymore. We're all here now anyway. Those cards you're holding. You'll have to hand them over sooner or later.
Welcome to the Survivor Base. United we stand. Together we endure.
Your lackey's eye.
He traded the system for 3 of our lives. I'll remember this debt. But it's none of your business. Mind your own business. This kid almost died in the library.
And he's still this cocky out here.
Everyone, quiet down. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Bai Yi. This base was founded by me and the first batch of survivors. We're currently sheltering 312 people. I know you're tired and scared right now. You want to go home, but the reality is, we're trapped in this rule-based game. A 72-hour countdown, 146 missions, 22 tarot cards. For one person to collect all 22 cards is nearly impossible, so we have to work together. The base rules are simple. 1. No internal fighting. 2. Share information. 3. Centralized management of the tarot cards. Let me finish. Centralized management of the tarot cards isn't about me taking your cards. It's because according to the intel we've gathered, the 22 major arcana tarot cards each have their own unique ability. And each ability is different. Holding them individually is both dangerous and inefficient. Only by pooling all the cards together can we maximize their potential to help more people clear the game. I also have a strength card myself. I put it in the base. In the public deck. I personally keep the deck. Each use requires at least joint authorization from 3 base members. This ensures safety and fairness. Of course, I'm not forcing anyone to hand over their cards.
But I want to remind everyone.
The countdown has 63 hours left.
For every extra hour you survive,
the difficulty of the dungeons will go up a level.
By the last hour, even E-rank dungeons might become A-rank. Going solo, you won't make it to the end.
Do you think what he said is true?
Part of it is true. The dungeon difficulty increasing over time is probably true. Tarot cards have different abilities. That could also be true. But is central management really for fairness? I don't know. Should we hand over our cards or not? Let's see what others do first.
I know everyone has concerns.
So I'm not forcing anyone. Those willing to hand over cards can come and register now. Those who don't want to, I suggest you at least come and take a look, see what cards others have handed over. Information sharing starts with understanding. Magician. I gave up. Anyway, I can't collect all 22 cards by myself. The tarot cards have so many duplicates.
Your Emperor card didn't have a duplicate. What does that mean?
It means that the 22 cards are not evenly distributed. Some cards are very common, like the High Priestess, the Chariot, the Hermit, but some cards are extremely rare. The Emperor might be one of them. Bai said we need to collect all 22 cards, but if some cards only have one copy, that means not everyone can collect them all. Only those who get the rare cards can possibly complete a full set. And others, no matter how many instances they clear, will only get duplicate common cards. Does he know this? What is he looking for? He's looking for rare cards. He built the base, he set the rules. He manages the card pool. He makes others hand over cards. He only handed over one power card himself. If there's only one rare card, then who can collect 22? Whoever does can leave alive.
Do we hand over or not?
No. Not for now at least.
Those 3 over there, why don't they come to hand over cards? Look, these 3 are experts.
The 3 of them cleared a dungeon. Each of them must have at least one card, so why, unwilling to hand over?
Everyone else has turned in theirs. What right do they have not to?
Exactly. Bai even turned in his tarot cards, strength 8, and they. A few lousy cards. Still hoarding them. All right. I already said. The base doesn't force anyone to turn in their cards.
You can either turn them in or wait and see.
We're not a concentration camp. Whoever wants to, I welcome. If you don't, that's also your freedom.
No one is allowed to exclude anyone.
Understand?
You just got here. Rest first.
Whenever you want to learn more,
come find me anytime.
Why did he help us out?
Rest first. We'll talk about the rest tomorrow.
I'll go get the food. You guys save our spots.
Be careful, grab it and come right back. It's gone.
All gone.
Today's ration is all handed out. Come earlier tomorrow.
If you're not handing them out, then go. We're still waiting. Where's the water?
They said they're all out.
They're all out. I just clearly saw there's still some in that box.
Sit down. It's not that they're out, it's that they won't give it to us.
Because we didn't hand in our cards.
I still have half a bottle. You guys drink first.
What about you?
I'm not thirsty. Me neither.
Are you here?
We are. How come you're here?
Watch out, you.
Thanks. Here, this is for you.
How did you know we didn't get ours?
I heard that the 3 who didn't turn in their cards won't get any more supplies from now on. I don't think that's right.
Fang Lin. Thanks. But you gave us your share. What will you eat?
Brother Lai will take care of me. He's rough with words. But he won't let me starve. Don't blame Brother Lai. He's not a bad person. We're all from the orphanage. Lai is a few years older than us. He's had our backs since we were kids. Zhou Cheng. That muscular guy. He used to get picked on when he was little. I'm a coward. I'd have things taken from me and wouldn't dare say a word. Lai would go get them back for me. In this world, Lai thinks you have to be tough enough, mean enough, so that no one dares to mess with you. He thinks if people see you as kind, you'll be taken advantage of. They'll treat you like a pushover. But I know you guys are good people.
How do you know?
Back at the library, you stopped Lai. You told him not to go get himself killed. Even though Lai didn't appreciate it, I remember. I can't see anymore, but I see more clearly in my heart. A person's character and actions. They can't be faked. All 3 of you are good people. Here, have some water and crackers for now. I'll figure something out tomorrow.
Can your eyes recover?
The side effects of the cost exemption are permanent. The system is gone, my eyes won't get better either. But it's okay, Lai said he'll get me out of here.
Fang Lin, who told you to come over here?
Liga, I just came out to get some air.
That little girl is blind herself. And she still wants to bring us food.
Do you think we can really make it out alive?
Definitely. We'll all get out alive.
Lai Ji, are you angry? They're good people.
Silly girl.
There's no such thing as good or bad in this world. Only those who live long and those who die quickly.
How was your wrist?
Not bad. Luo Li told me about what happened in the library.
Don't look at me. I'm just telling the truth. You're really smart.
Even though you're annoying. Yesterday I said the dungeon difficulty would increase over time. I wasn't bluffing. This morning, my people scouted around outside. There are already 3 C rank dungeons that automatically upgraded to B rank. So what? We don't have much time. I found a B-rank dungeon that requires a party of 6 or more. The clear reward is very high. At least 1 tarot card per person. There's a very high probability of rare cards dropping inside.
How do you know it's very likely that rare cards will drop?
Because for B-rank and above multiplayer dungeons, so far, every time you clear it, at least 1 rare card has dropped. The pattern is very clear. The 3 of you survived coming out of the upgraded library, which shows you have the ability. I want to invite you to join this operation. Where are you going? Where am I going? Fine. But we have a condition. Out with it. Once we're in the dungeon, if I find your judgment is off, the 3 of us will act on our own.
Agreed. But likewise, if I think your actions threaten the team's safety, I also have the right to intervene.
You're only good for your brains. Once in the dungeon, don't hold us back.
Lie. Lie is tough on the outside but soft on the inside. He'll help you guys in the dungeon.
Who said that? When did I ever say I'd help them?
We leave in 10 minutes. This is a B-rank dungeon. Everyone, get ready.
Why do you think Bai Yi insisted on bringing us along?
He said the pattern is clear. B-rank multiplayer dungeons always drop rare cards. But he didn't say how many rare cards can drop. If there's only 1 rare card, then each time the rare card who gets it.
You mean he wants to use our help to clear the dungeon, but the final rare card he'll find a way to take it?
I don't know. But it's possible. So after we go in, let's stay alert. We're here.
Rule Village. B-rank dungeon. Requirement, 6 or more players. We have enough people. Dungeon entering.
Once inside, follow all announcements. The dungeon rules will be announced inside. Remember, B-rank dungeons have at least 5 rules. Each one could be lethal. Don't die in there. Everyone stay where you are. Wait for the broadcast.
Welcome to Rule Village, Locust Tree Village. Current instance level. B. Clear conditions. Survive in the village for 3 days, and uncover the truth of the village. The rules are as follows. Rule 1. Do not enter the ancestral hall after dark.
1 rule. A B-level instance has only 1 rule? You gotta be kidding me. This isn't right. I've recorded 13 dungeons. B-rank dungeons have at least 5 rules. Only 1 rule? There are only 2 possibilities. Either most rules are hidden and only appear when triggered, or the rules themselves are vague, and you only know the criteria when you try to follow them. Either way, it's only more dangerous for the examinees.
Detected B-rank dungeon rules, Village Locust Tree. Number of rules, 1. Parsing Rule, 1. Parsing complete. Rule 1. Do not enter the ancestral hall after dark. The rule does not define the exact time of dark. The location and scope of the ancestral hall are undefined. The criteria for entering are undefined.
The system isn't locked here. But 1 rule and 3 loopholes. All point to the same thing: stay away from the ancestral hall. What is this dungeon hiding?
Everyone, you must be visitors from outside.
You are?
I am the village chief of Locust Tree Village. My surname is Wei. It's been a long time since we had visitors. Everyone, would you like to come to my house first?
Sure. Please lead the way.
The room is humble. Please don't mind. You folks are from outside, so you don't know our ways yet. The rules of Huaishu Village.
We only know so far.
That we can't enter the shrine after dark. That's right. Our village is small, we don't have many rules. Just remember that one rule and you'll be fine. You'll be staying in the village for 3 days. There are a few empty houses, they're usually unoccupied. You can stay there. Food and drink will be delivered daily by the village.
Chief? Where is the village shrine?
It's at the deepest part of the village, behind that old locust tree. Just remember, after dark, don't go that way.
Did you notice his hand?
What's that line of text? Village chief. Besides you in the village, how many villages are there?
Not many. About 20 or 30 people. Most of the elderly and children.
The young people have all gone out to work.
There are plenty of empty houses in the village.
You can stay without worry. 30 people living in such a big village. When I came into the village just now, I saw behind the windows of several houses, shadows of people. Enough to fill all those houses.
You must have seen wrong. There are many empty houses in the village. Some houses are unoccupied. Doors and windows don't close tightly. When the wind blows, it looks like someone's moving.
Please, village chief, take us to see the accommodations.
Okay. Follow me.
From the moment we entered the village until now, my system hasn't gone off even once.
No danger.
Either there's no danger or the entire village is in danger. The system can't make a judgment.
You'll stay here. 3 rooms. Enough for 9 people. Food and drinks will be delivered before evening. Everyone, take a rest first. If anything comes up, just come to my house.
This village is haunted. That's right. How could a B-level dungeon only have one rule? Let's divide the work. My people will handle supply inventory and camp security. Luo Lai, you take your people and check the outskirts of the village. Don't go too far. We want to see what's going on in the village. Okay. Come back here in 2 hours and share intel.
What did you see just now?
Behind the window of the 3rd house, there was an old man standing. On the wall inside, there was a blood-stained hoe. Through the crack of the door of the 5th house, a child had an unnaturally pale face. Are you saying the villagers in this village? This dungeon's name is Rule Village, but the village chief from start to finish never mentioned the word rule. He only said not to enter the ancestral hall after dark. His tone was like a reminder, not a warning. You mean he doesn't want us to break the rules? I feel like he's making sure we don't break the rules.
Why?
We don't know yet.
Location detected. The designated location, Ancestral Hall. Rule 1. Do not enter the hall after dark. Current time, 2:23 p.m. Until sunset, about 3 hours and 37 minutes. It's safe to enter now.
It only said not to enter after dark. Should be fine now. Let me. There's something wrong with this door. I used the system and it still won't open. It must be sealed from the inside. These strips of cloth aren't wedged in the crack. They're coming from inside out.
Someone's inside the hall.
Let's split up. I'll look for clues around the hall. You guys go to those houses with villagers. Try to talk to them. The rule says don't enter the hall after dark. But it doesn't say we can't enter during the day. But the hall won't open during the day, so whether day or night, we can't get in. The real rule of this instance hasn't surfaced yet.
Host. Should I perform a second analysis on Rule 1?
No need. The loophole in Rule 1 is too obvious. It's so obvious it feels intentional, left for us to find. The real trap isn't in Rule 1. It's in the hall. How's it going?
I knocked on 4 doors. There were clearly people behind the windows. There was light coming through the cracks. But they just ignored me. One door I knocked for 5 minutes. I could hear footsteps inside. They stopped right behind the door. Through the door, I could hear someone breathing on the other side. But they wouldn't say anything. And wouldn't open the door.
I knocked on about 3 doors on my end too. One door wasn't fully closed. I pushed it open a crack, and took a peek inside. There was someone inside. An old lady sitting in a chair, facing the door, eyes wide open. But she just didn't move. And didn't speak. That look wasn't the look of a living person. Let's go back and meet up with the main group. You 3 are still alive. Any findings? The ancestral hall can't be entered during the day.
The door is sealed from the inside. The cracks are stuffed with red cloth strips.
Same as the ones on the old locust tree at the village entrance.
They're the same.
Sealed from the inside. We tried pushing with all our strength, couldn't open it. Uncle Chen used the system's power and still couldn't push it open. It's not an ordinary lock. It should be a dungeon-level lockdown. What else? The villagers are really off. Every house has someone inside, but no one comes out to talk to us. The village chief said there are about 20 or 30 people, but we counted along the way, and there are at least 40 houses. 20 or 30 people can't fill that many houses. What we found on the outskirts is even weirder. The village is surrounded by a low wall. Outside the wall is fog. Luo Lai tried reaching into the fog, and when he pulled his hand back, his fingertips were covered in dirt. So I think something has sealed off the village. One more thing, there's a house on the outskirts with its door open. I went in and took a look. An old man lives inside. I asked him, what's up with the ancestral shrine in the village? The old man wasn't saying a word at first, but when he heard ancestral shrine, he looked up at me and said, don't go out after dark. No matter what you hear, don't go out. The shrine gets hungry. The shrine gets hungry. That means the shrine isn't just a dead object. Everyone is telling us to stay away from it. Seems like the shrine is the core of the dungeon. Why would the ancestral hall be hungry? Is that old man messing with us?
If the ancestral hall is really the core of the dungeon, then Rule 1 isn't a restriction, it's a hint.
Bye, we're here to clear the dungeon, not to solve puzzles. Since the rule says we can't enter the hall, then we just don't go in for 3 days. We just need to survive and get out, right? But what if we can't get out after 3 days?
Someone's walking outside. Are you sure about the footsteps? Footsteps of many people.
They're going to the ancestral hall. Let's go too. Can't go. Rules are rules. Breaking the rules means death. Bye, we just need to survive 3 days. We can figure out the truth later. What do you think? I want to check out the ancestral hall.
Are you crazy? Rule 1 says it clearly.
Rule 1 doesn't say it's at night. It says don't get near the hall, right? If we don't go now, won't we lose the clues? You want to test the limits of the rule, right? All right. Take your people to scout the perimeter of the hall. Luo Lai and I, along with the rest, will stay at the base. If you find anything, come back. Don't enter the hall recklessly. You're sending the 3 of them to their deaths? He suggested it himself. Besides, we'll be outside backing them up. If anything goes wrong, we can support them immediately. You're sending us to test the rule's trigger conditions.
If we die,
it means the rule can't be broken. If we don't, he'll follow up.
Your plan is so obvious it's slapping me in the face.
My system didn't go off. So far, approaching the ancestral hall itself isn't dangerous.
Danger might only be triggered the moment you enter the ancestral hall. Something's off about the way those villagers walk. Look at their feet. They're being taken back by something. Don't move.
Nine came today. I didn't tell them. You know I can't say. 30 years, I've never said it. I know. Their life force won't last long. The last group that came only lasted 7 months. This time, 9 should last at least a year, I guess.
He said, the last group lasted only 7. It's me. What are you doing here? Fang Lin kept nagging, saying you might be in danger. I got tired of hearing it, so I came out to check.
Why Yi let you come?
He can't wait for you to die outside the shrine. To prove that breaking the rules means death. I sneaked out myself. When I was coming over, I almost ran into that village chief. He was heading to the shrine too. Scared me to death. We saw him. He was just talking to something in the shrine. There are way more than 40 people here, damn it. That's... Crawled out from which dungeon?
Margin from the supermarket dungeon.
Hey, that's... Jiang Ping, I know him. We cleared the second dungeon together. Later, he entered a multiplayer dungeon and never came out.
So, they're not villagers. They are
the previous challengers. People left behind in the village. The village chief said there are 20 or 30 people. But these 20 or 30 people, none of them are real villagers. They're all candidates left behind by the dungeon. Then where are the real villagers? Maybe there never were any real villagers. 30 years ago, maybe the village was gone 30 years ago. What's alive now is the rule itself. You mean?
If we stay for 3 days, we'll become like those villagers.
Right. The win condition says, survive in the village for 3 days and find the truth about the village. But if surviving 3 days leads to failure, then that condition is a trap. Let's go check it out.
Rule 2. Do not touch anything inside the shrine, any hanging objects. Rule 3. Do not stare at the statue for more than 3 seconds. Rule 4. Do not respond to any calls inside the shrine. Rule 5. Find the villager registry. Write your name on the last page. Then you can leave.
All 4 rules were hidden on the cloth. The one we saw during the day was useless. Rule 1 is just a shadow. The real rules of this instance are never made public. They only appear near the shrine. If we stubbornly wait until dark, and don't enter the shrine, after 3 days, we'll become villagers here. This rule says you can leave by writing your name. Rule 5 says find the village register, and sign on the last page.
Sign
this
on
should
the
be
last
the exit.
page, that should be it.
Let's go back. We found enough tonight. Where's the villager registry? In the ancestral hall. All 4 rules are restrictions. 3 of them are prohibitions. There are things in the hall you can't touch, can't look, can't respond. Under these circumstances, we need to find a registry and write on it. Hard as it is, we have to go in. If we don't enter the hall, in 3 days, we'll become those people lining up outside. The registry updates on the first day of each lunar month. Updates on the first day. The first day of each month, meaning the first day of the lunar calendar. The rules specify the update time. This means the registry isn't fixed, it changes.
The instance has a concept of time. We'll be inside for 3 days. The countdown outside is also ticking. The question is, does the instance time match the outside time?
After dawn, let's feel out the village chief first. In this village, he's the only one who's spoken to us. Your eyesight is poor. Don't bother coming with us tomorrow.
Staying here is fine. So I don't cause you troubles.
Did everyone sleep well last night?
Thanks to the village chief. Had a peaceful night. Today, we'd like to ask the village chief to show us around. To learn about the local customs and culture.
Local customs and culture? Okay. There are some old items in the village. I can tell you a thing or two about them.
Fang Lin sprained her ankle. Let her rest in your room for a while. Do you mind?
No problem, let her rest.
Village chief, this place must be safer than home. Don't be scared.
I'll wait for you here, don't worry.
This used to be the Wang families. This one is the Li families. Back then, the harvests were good. The village raised over a dozen cows. That old locust tree at the village entrance, it's over 300 years old. Older than the village itself.
How come there are fewer people now?
An epidemic. An epidemic hit 30 years ago. Most people left. Fortunately, it's been quiet here in recent years. Those who should stay have stayed. Good thing it's here. The locust tree village didn't collapse. Nothing. Just something the villagers use for protection.
Anyone there? Fang Lin. I'm here.
If there's anything else you want to know, feel free to come to me anytime.
That scared me to death. I thought for sure he'd kick us out.
Did you notice? The village chief said he's never fallen in Huaishu village. Then Lin Bei asked who he was, and he quickly changed the subject.
It must be the thing from the ancestral hall. But it's not clear what exactly.
I found something under the statue.
Fang Lin, what did you find at the village chief's house?
There are words carved at the bottom of the statue. The characters are very small. They should be people's names. Many names. They all look like women's names.
Women?
Yeah, carved with fingernails. But the bottom line isn't a name. It's a sentence. Protect the locust tree. Keep the family safe.
What?
Protect the locust tree. So, after the plague 30 years ago, the villagers didn't survive. The obsession to protect their home was too strong. The whole village was wrapped up in that obsession. Outsiders couldn't leave or enter. What about the thing in the ancestral hall? Tomorrow, we have to enter the ancestral hall. Otherwise, on the third day, we'll really be stuck here. Tomorrow, let's first go to the entrance of the ancestral hall and take a look.
What if we still can't get in during the day?
Then we'll have to wait until dark. I'm going outside to get some air. Rule 2 says, do not touch hanging objects. But those cloth strips are all hung inside and outside the ancestral hall, including the ones blocking the door cracks. To enter the hall, you have to touch the cloth strips. Touching them violates Rule 2. Touching them violates Rule 223054. Host, do you require analysis? Host, do you require analysis? 23074. Host, do you require analysis? Analyze.
Analyzing Rule 2 loophole. Rule 2 full text does not define the criteria for touching. Direct hand contact counts as touching. Da 2 Jie Zongshu. But indirect contact through tools, is it considered touching? The rules do not specify.
Continue. Rule 3. Staring at the statue for more than 3 seconds. The system can provide a timing module to assist the host in precisely controlling gaze duration. No longer than 2.8 seconds each time. Rule 4. Do not respond to calls. This rule can be interpreted as unilaterally prohibiting the host from speaking in response. It is recommended to remain silent throughout after entering the hall. Rule 5. Find the roster entity inside the ancestral hall. How did you get out?
Can't sleep, wanted to come out and get some air. You're thinking about tomorrow. This dungeon is tough, isn't it?
Yes.
But you'll get them out.
Them.
I mean, us.
Yeah, us. You can't enter at night. Can't enter in daylight. What kind of place is this? 4 walls, no windows, no back door. The only entrance is this front door. What do you think? It's these cloth strips that are tying the door shut. Then just tear them off. Rule 2 says, can't touch hanging objects. But these cloth strips are hanging objects. So what do? We can't just stay stuck here. Uncle Chen, can your system work? It works, but I tried before. I couldn't push the door open. You don't need to push the door. Help me gather some dry firewood. Pile it in front of the door. Now. You're going to burn the door? I'm going to burn the cloth strips. It should be the carrier of Rule 2. Burn the cloth strips. The entity of Rule 2 will no longer exist. Then the door will open.
I kindly took you in. Gave you a place to stay and you want to burn our ancestral hall?
Chief, stop being stubborn. This village has been empty for a long time.
Are you crazy? So many villagers live here. How could it be empty?
The plague 30 years ago, no one survived, right?
What nonsense are you talking?
The inscription on the base of the statue is the hope of the whole village. You wished for the village to last forever. But your obsession ran too deep. And it trapped the village instead. But, Chief, outsiders won't become new villagers. Instead, after forming the barrier, it will only trap the villagers' consciousness here. Day after day.
Are they all gone? Is there really no way to save the village?
Look behind you. Are the people behind you still the villagers you know? They are clearly the ones who failed to leave. The challengers, like the villagers, they are trapped by obsession together in this rule-bound horror.
So this place is already no longer Huaishu village? Go on in.
The booklet is here. You can write in it as soon as you open it.
Then what are you waiting for? Right now.
No. Rule 5 says we sign our names. But obviously, signing makes you a villager. After willingly having your name written in the register, your name stays in the ancestral hall, and you'll be stuck here forever.
Then how is that completing the game?
So, we can't sign our own names. The full Rule 5 is, find the villager register, write your own name on the last page, and you can leave. But the rule doesn't say you have to write your real name. Does it? Here, a person can be defined by name, or by a number. Rule 5 says to write something on the register, but it doesn't say you can't write for someone else. What if what we write on the register isn't a living person's name? You want to write the rule creature's own name? Yes. Use its name to close the loop. So, what's its name? The village chief never said. There's no name on the cloth strip either. Then how do we write it?
By ge, the statue moved. It moved.
Don't look into my eyes.
Lin Bei, if it really doesn't work, just write something random.
You can't just write anything. If you write it wrong, it's like writing on the last page the wrong content. Heaven knows what it'll trigger. Warning, warning.
Lin Bei, my system is beeping.
Are you sure you're not mistaken? How can a rule have a name? Don't get us all killed here.
Game countdown, 1 minute starts now. If you fail to solve within 1 minute, it will be considered a failure.
In this instance's rules, it didn't say there's a countdown.
Lin Bei, don't listen.
Lin Bei, you're out of time. Rule 5 says writing a name lets you leave. If the name doesn't exist at all, then nobody can leave. This violates the fundamental principle that a dungeon must have a solution.
I know his name. Wei Xiaohuai.
How did you?
Huai from Locust Tree. Under the statue base at the village chief's house, there's another line of text. My son, Wei Xiaohuai, born when the locust tree bloomed. Died in the year of the plague. Age 7.
So the core of the rule is this child's name, right? A child's obsession to protect home runs deeper. Young and impressionable, passively absorbed the energy of challengers, which only intensified its obsession.
Hurry and write it. Don't write it.
I knew the countdown was an illusion. To protect the village, it won't fade easily.
No, the village and villagers can't leave me. Protecting the village is our wish.
I almost thought we would all die here. How did you know the statue's name? Fang Lin. Say something.
At the village chief's house. When I touched the statue, I saw Huaishu village, a vision of the real villagers. They built a barrier with their own consciousness. To know the truth, I had to get close to its core. So I touched.
What? What is that? What is this?
Her consciousness resonated with the barrier. She's being assimilated by the rules.
The village needs a rebirth. I did it willingly.
Are you crazy?
You can't do this.
Lai Ji, I'm blind. We don't even know how hard the next dungeon will be. I might hold you back. So this time, I can help you all. And also redeem the trapped villagers here. I'm really happy.
I'm going to destroy it. Destroy it, and Fang Lin can get out.
Luo Li, calm down. She saved all of us. Do you have any fucking idea what she did? Before entering the ancestral hall, she knew she wouldn't make it out. She still followed us in. She even smiled and told me not to worry. You already knew the name of the statue at the village chief's house, didn't you? Why didn't you tell me before entering the ancestral hall?
Because if I had told you earlier, you would have tried to stop me. You're just like Liga, always wanting to shoulder everything yourself, aren't you? I'm not going. No.
What gives you the right to decide for me?
Because I'm doing this willingly. Lie GE. You've had my back since we were kids. You beat up people who stole from me. You said people can't let others see your kindness, or you'll be seen as a pushover, but I know. You're the one among the three of us who is the kindest. Achin, keep an eye on Liga from now on. He has a hot temper. Don't let him make a wrong decision. Linbei. Thank you. Take them out.
Objective completed. The exit will close in 60 seconds. All examinees, please leave the instance area immediately.
Aren't you supposed to be smart? Don't you have all the answers? Fang Lin has lost her eyes. Now she's about to lose her life too. I'm begging you. Please save her, okay? I'm begging you, please.
Fang Lin. The base will put your name in the record book.
This is from clearing the second dungeon. Lai Ji told me to keep it hidden, but now it's no use to me anymore. Here, take it.
The exit will close in 30 seconds.
Let's go.
No.
Go, live for me. Is there anything else you want to say? If it's possible, look at the sun outside for me.
The moon represents illusion, fear, and the subconscious.
Death represents endings and new beginnings.
Judgment. The star represents hope, faith, and rebirth. What the hell? We spent at least 2 days in the village. How is it only 4 hours?
Time flows differently inside the dungeon. We spent 2 days in Locust Tree Village, but only 4 hours passed outside.
If we use that time difference, spending a few extra days in the dungeon to plan strategies, the countdown pressure outside won't be as bad. But the catch is, you have to survive that long in the dungeon.
2 cards. 2 each. No wonder it's a B-rank dungeon, they're generous with the rewards.
Linbei. Wanna team up with me? Your brains plus my resources, we can clear dungeons twice as fast. No. Why not? I'm not used to it. Alright. Good luck then. Surrendering cards is voluntary, no pressure. But right now, you have 3 cards. You need 22 cards to clear the level. There's less than 60 hours left. Keeping them in your hand, 3 cards is 3 cards. Put them in the base's card pool, everyone chips in, maybe we can put together a full set.
What's wrong? I'm thinking. Everyone alive now has a tarot card.
Some have 2 or 3. Even if there are duplicates. Warning, contamination level has reached 40%, detecting host in the instance using system analysis. Cumulative contamination, 35%. Current contamination, 40%.
Linbei, what's wrong with you?
Contamination hit 40.
What?
The system told me using the system causes contamination. The 5% at the bloody exam. The system was locked in the library, didn't get to use it. But in Locust Tree Village, after 2 rule analyses, we hit 40%. What happens then? Just hit 40%, don't know the specifics yet.
Lin Bei, your eyes.
Looks like when the contamination reaches a certain level, you get assimilated by this world. Like those in Locust Tree Village, the challengers who were left behind. So, if my contamination hits 100%, even if I have 22 cards, I still can't get out.
From now on, you can't use your system anymore.
Right. Try not to use it if you can. If you activate the system and end up not making it out, that would be a real waste.
What's this?
Attention, all players. Detected. The number of surviving players has dropped to a critical level. Activating the final elimination phase. Battle Royale mode. The current rules are as follows. Rule 1, collect 22 major arcana tarot cards, will be allowed to leave immediately. Rule 2, tarot cards can be transferred by any means, including but not limited to voluntary exchange, gifting, or theft. Rule 3, the entire gymnasium is sealed off. No entry or exit. Rule 4, when the countdown reaches 0, those who have not collected 22 cards will all be eliminated.
My cards. Give me back my cards. The box is locked. Those are my cards. You said you'd manage it personally. You said you'd keep it safe. I said, centralized management. I didn't say you could take it back anytime. Bye. What do you mean? I'm sorry. I don't want to die. Go to the stands. This is a total mess.
These bastards.
Something's wrong.
What's wrong?
Once a dungeon forms, it has its own fixed area. But the gym has always been a safe zone, hasn't it? How could a dungeon suddenly appear?
Looks like someone activated it on purpose.
What?
Rule 4 says when the countdown reaches 0, those without 22 cards will be eliminated. But Rule 1 also says collect 22 cards to leave. That means if someone could have the moment the dungeon appears, 22 cards already in hand. What would happen to them?
They clear instantly.
Right. But no one can conjure up 22 cards out of thin air. Unless he knew in advance that the instant would descend, and gathered all the cards into his own hand, that by guy took so many people's cards. There he is. That bastard. He intentionally took everyone's cards so that no one had any cards to use. Then, once the instance descended, he had hundreds of cards. He could easily form a deck and leave.
But how did he activate the instance? The descent of the instance is not subjectively decided by the examinee. Otherwise, anyone could activate it anytime.
It must be his system. I remember in the library instance, Luoli said that some systems get locked by the instance. Right, analysis-type systems are most easily locked. There are also systems that can actively intervene in the generation and descent of the instance. Bai Yi never said what his system is. If his system is instant manipulation? If this keeps up, before the countdown even hits 0, everyone will be dead. So this is Bai Yi's plan. He gathers all the cards first, so most people have none. Then, he activates the instance. You need 22 cards to leave. Most have no cards, so they'll steal from others. In the process, people will turn on each other. Once enough are dead, he'll come out and clean up.
But what about the 300 cards he has? He already has enough for 22. Why doesn't he just leave?
Because he wants more than just to escape. So he's keeping everyone trapped here, making us fight each other, and leaving only after we're done. No, he can't wait. The countdown has less than 60 hours left. There's no way he'll stay here that long. He's waiting for the instance to drop rare cards.
What?
He collected over 300 cards. But not enough rare cards. Collecting any 22 lets you leave. But out of 300, if there are no rare cards, he can't complete the set. He needs to make absolutely sure. So he'll wait. For what? For the instance to auto-generate new tarot cards.
Detected. Current exam room atmosphere is active. Instance reward system activated. For each kill of a candidate holding a tarot card, the killer will additionally receive a copy of that candidate's tarot card, one duplicate.
This is encouraging murder, right? When Bai Yi activated the instance, he must have known there'd be a rule like this. He's not collecting cards. He's raising a killer.
In the world of rule horror, what's the most interesting design?
It's human nature.
When everyone first comes in, they all think they can hold the line.
But if the rules give just a little bait,
they'll trample their own principles. Look at her. 10 minutes ago, she was handing out food. Now she's curled up in a corner waiting to die. And look at that guy in the leather jacket. He's already taken 3 cards. Now he's heading to the 4th person. In another 10 minutes, he'll realize he can't stop anymore.
Bai, when are we leaving?
No rush. Wait until all the rare cards come out.
There are 312 cards in here.
But I need more rare cards.
Bai, what about those people? That guy named Lin Bei? He'll come find me. He's smart. Smart people, they see through others' plans too easily. Once he sees through it, he'll come to me. Then, I'll give him 2 choices. Either join me or die. The strong live and the weak die, that's how it is, the weak die. I just made this process come a little bit earlier. How many cards do we have now? "13, we need 9 more.
If we count duplicates, Uncle Chen has 2 chariots, I have 2 justices.
Duplicates don't count toward the 22. Each person needs 22 different cards. The valid cards we have are the Emperor, the Hermit, the Moon, the High Priestess, Justice, Death, the Chariot Judgment, the Lovers, the Hanged Man, the Tower, the Star Strength, 13 cards. All are unique. So we need 9 more. And these 9 must be found from those people outside. But those people outside are all fighting over them. How do we find them? Don't fight. We trade. Trade? Those people outside. Most of them only have 1 or 2 cards. Someone snatched some cards. They don't even know what they have. We can trade with them, using our duplicates. Use one of our duplicates to get a new card we need.
In their hands, they might have cards we don't have. And the duplicates we have are new to them.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Wait. It's too dangerous outside now. That card snatcher in the leather jacket is still around, killing people everywhere. We need to be strategic. From the equipment room, there are 3 paths. One leads to the basketball court, one leads to the back of the stands, and one leads to the locker room. The locker room is less crowded. Let's go there first. See if there are any lone card holders. And trade with them.
What if they refuse to trade?
Then, we'll see. Avoid fighting if possible. We're not here to kill. Humph. If Bai Yi falls into my hands,
Don't tell me not to fight.
Su Wan, you're in charge of the cards. Uncle Chen and I will scout ahead. Luo Li, Zhou Cheng, you two bring up the rear.
Don't come any closer.
It's us.
You guys. You're here to snatch cards too, huh?
We're here to trade cards. Do you have any cards?
Just one chariot. I just picked it up.
You only have one. Not enough to make 22. I have an extra chariot here. Take it.
Give it to me? Then you'd be short one card.
One chariot is enough for me. If that extra one can help you, then keep it. You can go ahead. Help us look for other cards. If you get a card you don't have, come trade with us.
Keep it. If you ever complete the set, you can leave.
What a lively scene.
Aren't those the three who didn't turn in their cards? All 5 should have cards, right?
Hand them over nicely. Then I'll make it quick for you.
How many duplicate cards do you have in your hand? Are you bargaining with me?
Who do you think you are?
Why waste words on him?
You.
The cards in your hand. How many duplicates? I don't know which ones are duplicates either.
The Magician, Wheel of Fortune. The Hierophant, the Fool, Temperance. The Devil, the Empress.
These 7 are the ones we don't have, plus the 13 we already have. That makes 20.
Hey, how did you do that? He just took out several guys by himself.
Come on, let's keep looking.
We have 20 valid cards now. Need 2 more. Don't start anything.
Are you guys trading cards? I heard you over by the locker room. You're swapping cards, right? I have a Sun card. I don't want to steal from anyone, and I don't want to get robbed either. If you take mine, could you give me one? Any card will do. Maybe I can survive a little longer.
It's a Sunday.
The Wheel of Fortune represents a turning point in fate, possibilities for the future. Take it.
"21 cards, 1 more to go."
All players. Attention, there are currently 57 surviving players. Countdown, 59 hours and 31 minutes. Tarot card, the Emperor. The Hermit, the Chariot. The Hermit, Justice, Judgment. The Lovers, the Hierophant, Death. The Wheel of Fortune, the Pope. The Hanged Man, the Fool, the Devil. World events, 21 cards, Kage Peng difficulty, Gouda.
This means 22 Da. All the Kage have appeared. The broadcast said so. He's the only unconfirmed holder.
After Lai got the Gouda. It wasn't scanned by any mechanism, so the system doesn't know who holds the Gouda. You can't reveal that you hold this card.
Su-Wan is right. That's an advantage for us. Bai Yi doesn't know we have the tower. He thinks the last rare card is still out there. So, do we? No. Just need to find one more card. That's right. Now there are over 50 people alive. 2 cards shouldn't be hard. How many does Bai and his team have now? My estimate says they're almost at 20. Should we just go and take them out? No rush, let him keep collecting. When he's done collecting, I'll take them all at once. He's done the sorting for me. The work of removing duplicates saves me a lot of effort.
Bye, when we get out.
What about those who don't? What do you mean? They couldn't get the cards themselves. Who's to blame? Oh, right. Get that thing ready. Instance amplifier. Only one shot. One shot is enough.
Duplicate amplifier detected. Activating difficulty escalation rules for this instance. Priority raised to maximum. All examinees, before the countdown reaches 0, complete the card collection, or face immediate elimination.
He activated it.
What the hell? Is this guy crazy?
Lin Bei, we're just 1 card short. We only need 1 more now. Just find that one.
Warning, rare card, death is dual possessed. Instance rule conflict resolution. Conflict randomly eliminates 1 holder. Conflict resolved. Sole holder of death, candidate number 0777, Su-Wan.
That guy just now. It's because of me.
The conflict resolution mechanism of the instance rules was activated. Bai Yi did this, not you.
How many rare cards does Bai Yi have?
He collected over 300. Rare cards, at least 4 or more. But after this amplification, the rules determine that no card can be dual possessed in flight. Then, the duplicate rare cards in his hand will trigger the same conflict. Instance judgment, rare cards cannot be dual possessed. Bye, about that. The duplicate rare cards in our pack. So we can't wait any longer. Before the next conflict resolution, we need to get the last tower card.
Tower? Who has it?
Looks like it's with those guys.
Why, how do you know?
I guess. Let's go. Time to close the net. Me. I've been watching you for a long time. Luo Lai told me about what you did in the library. I still can't figure out how you came up with that. In Huaishu village, you alone figured out the entire logic chain of the instance completely. A mind like yours dying here is such a waste. Work with me, and I'll get you out of here. You think I'm lying? I have a deck of 300 cards. Enough rare cards to make 3 full decks. I activated the instance. I can adjust the rule priorities too. If you agree, I can grant you immunity in the next enhancement round. You and your 3 companions, your 3, plus me and my people, that's 8 slots total. There are still 200 other challengers left. Their cards are enough to fill ours.
How can you do this? Those people are human beings too.
Do you know what the essence of this instance is? To weed out, not the strong, but those willing to survive. By any means necessary. In the shrine of Huaishu village, didn't you write Wei Xiaohuai's name and shut down that loop? The one you killed was the remnant soul of a child who didn't want to die. What makes you think you're any cleaner than me? I didn't kill him. He was already gone. The name I wrote was to seal his residual soul from the cycle of being devoured repeatedly. That was his release. Release? Good. You gave that kid release.
I think now I'll give these people release. They weren't going to make it to the end anyway.
What difference does it make if they die sooner or later? Lin, I'll go last.
You live but don't come with me.
You die. Choose. I choose the third option.
You lose, I lose.
What do you mean? Your system can control the instance's descent. Can amplify the instance rules. But you can't control the underlying logic of the instance. The underlying logic of the instance is rules must have solutions. The instance determines dual ownership is a violation. It will randomly eliminate one of the owners. Your deck must have duplicate rare cards. Every time the instance announces conflict resolution, you have a chance to be randomly eliminated. The more cards in hand, the higher the chance of elimination. So what?
I'll discard the duplicate cards now. Then the conflict judgment won't be triggered.
The disappearance of any tarot card in the deck will be recorded by the instance. If the instance detects a rare card holder deliberately discarding a rare card inside the instance will simultaneously trigger the rule-breaking mechanism. Violating rules will trigger the punishment mechanism. After triggering, the instance will activate the defense mechanism. Won't easily let off violations. Bro, is what he said true? How do you know? The broadcast said, there's an extra word in the rule text. Conflict resolution rule. In the world of strange tales, the appearance of every rule word is not accidental. Conflict means logical contradiction. It also means punishment. You can amplify rules, but you can't rewrite the basic judgment logic. This is the essence of rules. Impressive. Before entering, I knew. If you turn the tables, I'll kill you.
Your cards are mine. You won't have a third choice again.
She's holding all the cards, snatch her, and we can go.
Detected conflict escalation in the instance. Instance complexity has increased. Enable rule analysis for the host.
How much contamination will the analysis cost?
Current instance, Jingzhang Fu, multi-person melee after Qijia emerges. Current instance contamination, 40%. Estimated contamination after analysis, 95 to 105%.
If I don't use the system, can I find a way out myself? Wait a little longer. It's not that desperate yet.
Sue, head to the equipment room. Don't get caught up fighting.
Lin Bei is still outside. He'll figure something out. Great, it's the Empress. We've got them all.
But there are only 21 cards here.
It's the tower, in Luo Lai's hands.
Lai. Su Wan and Chen are gone. They must have been taken to the other side. Let's go inside first. We'll look for them after this is over.
The tower is with me.
I'd like to see who dares to come take it. You're here to get the card. No, 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 I'm not looking for you. We can't go this way. Go around that way. Luo Li and Bai told me to pass along a message. Hand over the tower. You can live. This is the best deal you're gonna get.
No one else gets it.
2 on 2, fair enough.
Lie, I.
Don't be afraid. Hide and lock the door. That's low.
Don't touch him.
Ah Cheng, take the cards.
Go find Lin Bei.
No.
I said take the cards. Apologize to that kid Lin Bei for me. Say it was my fault for looking down on him before.
And tell Fang Lin.
Forget it, run. No.
Open the door, hurry up.
Why are you alone, Luo Lai? Is it, Luo Lai?
He told me to take out the cards. And he stopped by Yi's people. He told me to come find Lin Bei. He said it was his fault for looking down on him before.
22 cards are enough. Lin Bei is still outside. We have to find him. Give him the cards.
Where is he?
I'll go look for him. If I go alone, I'll be less noticeable.
No, it's too dangerous.
Someone must deliver the cards to Lin Bei. Bai Yi doesn't know we've gathered them all. This is our advantage. I run fast and I'm less noticeable. You guys stay here. At least you can hold them off for a while.
Your people got scattered. How are you gonna beat me alone? You were right. After the instance buff, duplicate rare cards get randomly removed. So I'm not keeping any duplicates. The rules are clear. Gifting doesn't break the rules, right? Now there are only 21 valid cards in the pack, just one tower card short, if I'm not mistaken. You have the tower. When my guy went to get it just now, he didn't get it. Too bad, but it doesn't really matter. What happened to Luo Lai? The one who died? The one he protected and got away? The kid took the tower. Contamination is at 40%. The host's emotions are fluctuating significantly. It's recommended to avoid making decisions in this state. Shut up. You can still turn back now. There can't be only one tower card. We can both collect them. You're so generous. I'm giving you a way out. Fair deal. The cards aren't even with me. Something so important. You entrusted it to someone else? Wait for me to get it back. What needs to be used will be used eventually.
Ah.
That kid who got the tower ran to the equipment room. He must be looking for Lin Bei. Lin Bei isn't in the equipment room. The boss is with him by the bleachers. Let's split up and look for Zhou Cheng first. Don't let him get away with the card. Overview of current dungeon rules. Rule 1. Collect 22 cards to qualify for exit. Rule 2. Cards can be transferred by any means. Rule 3. The gymnasium is completely sealed off. Rule 4. When the timer reaches 0, those without a full set will be eliminated. New rule, no dual possession. Conflict resolution method. Randomly eliminate one holder, so that means Bai Yi's amplifier cannot add rules at will. It can only increase the penalty mechanism for conflict resolution. It cannot change the fact that collecting 22 cards is the basic exit. Condition. Host. Correct judgment. The amplifier works by adding a penalty layer on top of existing rules but cannot rewrite the basic clearing condition. Those 22 cards, order doesn't matter, combination doesn't matter as long as you have 22. You can leave. So Bai Yi, after discarding the duplicate rare cards, he still needs the tower, and we have the tower. We still need one Empress. Does the host want to analyze how the exit mechanism works? After analysis, you can obtain a more precise escape route. Cost about 5% contamination value. No need. Why didn't this option show up before? This option only unlocks when the host's contamination value exceeds 35% and there is a permission holder in the instance. Contamination value exceeds 95%, almost maxed out. You might get stuck in this instance and never escape. But if we don't analyze Bai Yi's permission logic, Bai Yi can keep amplifying the instance round after round. Uncle Chen can't hold out, Zhou Cheng and Su Wan can't hold out either. Analyze admin permission logic. Contamination, 45%, 52%, 61%, 70%, 78%, 85%, 91%, 96%, 99%. Contamination 99% admin permission logic analysis complete. Admin permission source, candidate 052, Bai Yi. Bound systems real name, instance intervention system level, S ability, implant backdoor permissions into any instance, allowing it to only amplify existing rules, cannot create new rules from scratch. Sustaining the amplifier requires continuous consumption of the admin's contamination value. Bai Yi's current contamination, 78%. Method to shut down the amplifier: remove the permission holder, the contamination supply source, and the metal backpack they carry. The amplifier core inside is bound to the holder's contamination value. Once the backpack is removed, the amplification rules will automatically dissipate within 60 seconds.
All 22 cards collected. Got the Empress. Your eyes.
Contamination 99%.
Are you going to end up like those challengers from Locust Tree Village, trapped here forever?
Bai Yi's system is instance intervention. The metal backpack on his back is tied to the amplifier core and contamination value. If the backpack leaves his body for over 60 seconds, the amplification rules automatically fade. Every time he uses the amplifier, his own contamination value goes up. He's at 78% now. One more amplification, and he'll go over 85. His body will start showing the same symptoms as mine. He won't take that risk, so he won't dare amplify again. His backpack has to be removed. Once the amplification rules fade, the Battle Royale rules revert to the original version. Collect 22 cards and you can leave. We've already got enough, so we can still make it.
How do we remove his backpack?
Uncle Chen and Lin Bei are over there. You two go quick. I'll hold this side. 22 cards, all here. Don't use mine, use yours. That's the most efficient way.
Lin Bei, move.
Old man, you can actually fight. So what if your strength triples? Even tripled, you can't beat me.
Lin Bei, go. Get out for me too.
Uncle Chen.
Bai Yi. What? You think you can beat me? I don't need to beat you. Just need to take off your backpack. You even know that. Right. Your system can see through the rules. It can analyze everything. Too bad, even if you see through, it's useless. The amplifier is already activated. Even if the backpack is removed, the rules that have been added take 60 seconds to fade. 60 seconds is enough for me to kill all of you.
Oh.
You're all useless. You'll all die anyway. Are you crazy? Anyway, you have no way to survive out there.
Just die and let me succeed, won't you?
The amplification rules have faded. The current instance rules have reverted to the original version. Rule 1. Collect 22 cards to leave. Rule 2. Cards can be freely transferred.
Take it and go.
This deck is not for me.
What are you talking about? You got them all. You should go.
This instant still has. Everyone else still has a chance. Bai still has 21 valid cards in his backpack. You distribute them yourselves. You don't need all 22 to be the same. Just make sure everyone has 22 unique cards.
Then what about you? Your contamination is at 99%. If you don't get out soon,
I can't get out. My contamination is at 99%. This world has almost taken me as part of it. But if I don't open it, the last system, we won't find Bai Ye's weakness. This trade-off is worth it. Suwon, take a message for me. To the outside world. Say that in a world of bizarre rules, there are a group of fearless people. They tore down the high walls, paved the road, some stayed here. But more left.
I don't want to leave you here alone.
Suwon, don't look back.
But after I leave, will I still remember you?
Keep moving forward, Suwon.
MM.
Hello, your delivery.